Hello you guys. Welcome back to Calling the Shots with Kiki
and Sarah.
And we're excited for today's episode.
It's gonna be... Kiki threw a twist in here that I was not ready for, but I'm so glad you did, honestly.
We're gonna be exposing ourselves.
Yeah, and some other people. But
yeah.
in the funniest way.
In the funniest way possible.
Yeah.
A while back, we'll get into it, but a while back, all of Travis Kelce's, old tweets, not all of them, but some of, the funny ones. Resurfaced. And so I was like, oh, we should go find his and, maybe some other athletes that are really funny just to read them and then
react
to them. The twist I threw in was, we should go find our old posts and read the captions.
Yeah.
If you want to completely hate yourself,
you should go back to, when you were in middle school.
You should. Or, I don't know, whenever
you got social media.
Whenever you got social media, and look at what you used to say.
Yeah, really, because it's rough.
It's so rough.
So,
I'm excited. So excited for it. I think it's going to be so funny.
Yeah.
But first, just what's going on with us. How was your Spotify Wrapped? I wanted to talk to you about this.
So, it's crazy because once I started working in radio, I don't listen to music on my phone that much
You're
anymore.
Not streaming music.
Yeah, I don't stream it that often anymore. I actually listen to the radio a lot now, which is funny because it's something different than what I have in my playlist. Then I don't have to go through and find a good playlist. I also listen to the station I work for a lot, just to be up with what's going on with the other shows outside of mine.
Totally.
So really the only time I listen to stream music on my phone is when I'm at the gym.
No, okay, Sarah. So actually this is funny because I actually don't stream music that much either. A big reason for why is because I don't have a car charger for my phone. My phone doesn't have a car charger.
You told me about this.
Yeah, and I have switched the fuse out to fix it, and the fuse immediately gets burnt out. There is something wrong with my car that I actually need to
look into,
get fixed.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get it fixed just for that. So I also listen to the radio sometimes. A decent amount, more than anyone else I know. Which is just hilarious because I feel a lot of people are on to streaming and stuff. But I don't even remember what my minutes were, and I should have pulled this up.
Mine was low. I used to, and here's the thing, I used to stream music a ton. When I was in still in college, walking around campus, I was constantly listening to music. And, even in my house, I would play it all the time when I was cleaning and doing stuff like that. And, yeah, I don't know what, switched in my brain, but I just, don't do that much anymore.
Yeah.
And so my minutes were super low, and all of my, top artists and songs were songs from, the workout playlist that I listened to.
That's so funny.
And I was like, okay, so this doesn't even, really describe... who I am or my music taste, because it's all rap.
Yeah, it's a very specific part of your life.
Yeah.
Not
and it's okay, so this describes my gym playlist.
Totally.
To a T, but that's it.
Mine, I think, was 17,000 minutes or something like that.
Oh, mine was way lower than that.
So that for me is the highest it's ever been.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know why. I just
Do you like podcasts as well?
Could
be it.
This was the first year that I really started listening to podcasts. But I listened to them somewhat, but this is the first year I listened to obviously New Heights with Travis and Jason Kelce. I listened to the What We Said podcast, which is a girl chat podcast, which is super fun. But so this year I did do that, but in the past I have literally just been never good at listening to music. I feel I get in the car and I call people.
That's true. That's the other thing. Yeah, I call people while I drive.
So
that's very true.
I feel that affects it a ton.
Yeah.
And then anytime I'm in the car with my friends, I feel I'm never the one give me the aux. I'll
let them do it.
Let them do it or play it from their phone. I don't know why I don't think about it.
Yeah.
So that was really, I like music a lot. I feel I'm not playing it off mine. I'm not obsessed clearly, or it'd be way higher.
My listen to was 8,000 something.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy low. And that's the lowest I think it's ever been.
I'm sure, yeah.
But also I wanted to give a shout out because a few people like tagged us because we were on their top podcast list.
I was just gonna say we needed to say that we literally love them so much.
Seriously, thank you for listening. I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, people listen.
I know.
That sounds dumb, but people like it and people enjoy it, and it's good to see that, like, you know, it pays off.
Yeah, I checked like the DM like just after 24 hours it expired or whatever. I was like, no, I just missed it because you had just been on the day before or whatever. Yeah. So we kind of like switch off, and I was like, oh my gosh, dang. But I'm glad you saw. You guys, that's so fun and exciting for us. Yeah. And we just have such a good time. So
yeah, it's so fun. So honestly, I'm glad other people are enjoying it.
Yeah. Even if we weren't on your top podcasts or whatever, like the fact that you're listening right now means a lot. So really guys, thank you so much.
Big shout out to you guys, our shot callers.
Yeah, our shot callers. Yeah. And thanks for tagging us. Posting that and tagging us is like,
love it.
Let's go. Yeah. What? I love that.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I told my husband, he's like, no way, that's awesome.
It's so fun.
So fun. So anyways.
Yeah, no, we love you guys. We literally do this because we love talking to you guys. Like, I feel like we're talking to you guys. So.
It's very true.
It's true. Yeah, so that I just had to ask you about your Spotify Wrapped.
I'm glad you did because I forgot. Because we were trying to figure out some way to like tie it in, but we decided to go with the tweet thing because it felt more exciting.
Yeah, we just thought, and I've seen so much of it lately, and sometimes it's fun to hop on it, and sometimes I'm like, I've already seen a million sports versions of this.
It's very true. I was gonna say I did finish the Beckham documentary,
and
I loved it. I thought it was great. My one thing that I wish I would have seen more of was like the kids' perspectives.
Yeah.
I wish that we could have heard, and like not a ton, but like especially his oldest, what is his name? I can't remember.
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember off the top of my head. But like cuz they mentioned how when he was a kid it was really hard on him.
Yeah.
And overwhelming for him to like be constantly swarmed by paparazzi when they lived in Madrid.
Yeah.
So, like, hearing his perspective, I would have, like...
Brooklyn,
thank you. I knew it started with a B.
Yeah.
But I couldn't figure out what. But hearing his perspective, I thought would have been, like, super interesting.
I'm wondering how... I mean, I'm trying to think how old their youngest is, because I wonder if they just wanted to keep their kids out of it.
Yeah, because they definitely... And that's, like... why I figured they did, because they mentioned how they wanted to keep their like family life private. So I totally respect that. I personally, just being nosy, would love to hear what he had to say and like his take on everything and how he viewed his dad growing up. I think is like such an interesting perspective.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool too. I think I just checked. I think the youngest is like 20, so like they're adults.
Yeah, they're adults.
But I feel like. And I knew they were like, I was just like, I don't know if they're like teenager, like the youngest is like a teenager still, or if he's like 20. Yeah. He's like, not, I think he's technically.
Well, they showed the end credits were like him and his dad, like one of the sons with David Beckham, like kicking, like practicing goal or penalty kicks and stuff like that. And so.
It said the youngest was born in 2005, so he's probably like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
But I could still see them being like, you're still pretty young.
Yeah.
So we're just going to keep you out of it altogether, which in that case, I'm like, it would have been cool if they waited a little bit and then had their perspective. But.
Yeah. Or maybe they do a part 2.
Yeah.
Because they're still like, I don't know. The way that they ended it, I was like, you could easily add to this.
100%. You know? Like his legacy is still going. He's the owner of Miami FC. Yeah. So. Did you get the sense that he is, like, socially awkward? Because I felt like that.
Yeah.
Which makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
But I think...
Also... Sorry, keep going.
No, you're fine.
I just thought of another thing, finish your thought.
No, I think it, like, makes sense because he, like, basically started at, like, went and was in, like...
15.
Yeah, when he was, like, super young and was with Manchester. But sometimes I feel like we see these athletes and celebrities and whatever, and we're, like, we forget they haven't had the same life experience as us all the time.
Yeah.
And so for me, that was really interesting.
Yeah, it was super... And, like, the OCD side of him was interesting.
Yes.
I did not, like... realize.
You guys, David Beckham will plan out his outfits for the entire week ahead of the week.
Yeah, and like everything in his closet is organized to a T, to the point where, like, if something is even slightly off, he knows someone's been in his closet.
Yeah. He literally pointed it out, and he was like, someone messed this up.
Yeah,
and
it's wild.
It looks perfect.
Yeah.
When he says that.
Yeah.
Also. So, yeah, it's really interesting.
I also thought the whole, like, cheating scandal was interesting, because he never said, I'm not accusing him of anything, but he never, like, straight up said, I didn't cheat on her.
So I think that was intentional, and I actually liked the way they handled it, because I think he probably did.
Yeah.
But I think, again,
it wasn't about that. Yeah.
It wasn't about that, but it's also, like, out of respect for his family.
Yeah.
Like, he has...
For sure, 100%. I just thought the way they handled it is very different than how I've seen it handled in other documentaries.
Yeah, but I would prefer him not to lie.
Yeah, same. Me too.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting, because then I was like, oh, like, are we supposed to... what? It's up to, like, our assumption. You know what I mean? At that point, or what we want to... It's like take from it.
Yes.
And so I'm like,
but
that was interesting.
The thing is so many, I feel like, documentaries wouldn't even touch on that. If they were the ones doing it, they'd be like, we'll do a documentary, but we're not talking about that at all. Yeah. So the fact that they did say
they still touched on it,
I feel like was important, because it was very important.
Yeah. Very true.
Guys, there's so much there.
You should watch it.
You should go watch it.
Yeah, but maybe we do a deep dive at some point, because...
We've basically done one,
we
but
really
maybe.
That's true. Between the two episodes.
Yeah, so good. So good.
But anyways, that's it. Those are my updates.
Same.
Okay, cool.
No, same. I knew we had to touch on those things in specific. But last time we were giving you guys an update, we were talking about how Angel Reese, LSU women's basketball player, women's basketball star, how she hadn't been with the team, and we didn't know why. Yeah. And again, speaking of being left to assumptions, we were like, what's going on? Literally, like, the night before the episode dropped, she was back.
I sent it to Kiki, and I was like, so everything we said is a little dated.
It's just a little bit, but you know what? You had the background context.
Yeah, so then you knew, like, oh my gosh, why is everyone freaking out that we're seeing her? Now you know.
Now you know. And it was interesting, because when she came back, she said that she had talked to Shaq, like, every day while she was waiting. She signed with his shoe company.
Okay.
I think is the connection there.
That makes sense.
Obviously, like, a basketball star.
Yeah. Still, I was like, that's a
like
random tie-in.
Homies with Shaq if you're good at basketball. Like, what? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the tie into it. And so she said that, but, like, they really didn't tell us what happened.
Yeah, they didn't go into detail about, like, why she wasn't with the team.
Yeah.
So that's like still a mystery, but she is back. It seems like she's going to be back, hopefully for good.
I mean, there's nothing indicating to us that she wouldn't be back.
And then they even, like, posted the video of her and one of her teammates as they won the night that she came back. They won the game, and it was like a picture of, or a video of her and her teammates, like, hugging each other and smiling. So, like, obviously the chemistry is good, at least from what we can see, because originally it was like the attitude issue was like speculated to be one of the reasons that she was gone, or, like, not with the team. So I don't know, but it looks like things are good and going good.
It does. So we hope things are good and going good, as they appear to be.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So fingers crossed for that. We had to give you guys a little update on that. Also, well, yeah, do we really? I guess while we're on college athletics, there is something we have to get into really quick, you guys.
Yes.
College football has a playoff committee, right?
Yes.
The playoff committee
analyzes each team, especially the top teams, and determines the best 4 teams that are going to make it to the playoff tournament. So then, like, 2 and 2, like, sides of the brackets play against each other, and then the winners play for the championship.
Yes, exactly.
And it's kind of based off of the season, but it's also based off of, like, the conference championship games, which happened last weekend. Mm-hmm. And the Sunday after those championship games, the playoff committee meets determines who the best top 4 are that will be going to the playoff tournament is, and then they announce it.
Yep.
And there was major controversy. I would even say it's probably the most controversial college football playoff ever.
Yeah. I would say at least like that I can remember in my lifetime going into it.
Yeah.
Because this is why, you guys. So I feel like I should let you get into this part, Sarah,
I was like,
for the pure sake.
Yes, I've been dying to talk about it because it's just so interesting to me. But basically, there's 4 undefeated teams following the conference championship games. Washington, Michigan. Oh, there's 3. Washington, Michigan, and FSU.
Yeah.
And then there's a few one-loss teams.
Yeah.
That was Georgia, who were supposed to win the SEC championship, which was against Alabama, and Alabama beat Georgia. So they were both one-loss teams, as well as Texas. And those were like kind of the main players in this, like the main teams that were going to be talked about for the playoff tournament. And everyone thought that the undefeated teams, those 3 were shoo-in, right?
Yeah.
And they announced it, and FSU, who won their tournament, or won their championship, 13-0 season, were left out of the championship, or the playoff tournament. So it's Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama, which was a huge, like, controversy about should Alabama even be in there? FSU deserves it.
Yeah.
Like, the internet went off about
Yeah, guys,
it.
this was crazy, and people were kind of battling back and forth. But for context, if you're sitting there wondering, okay, well, if they were undefeated, and one of the only teams undefeated playing a Power 5 conference, which is, like, the hardest, like,
the highest level
of college football.
Yeah.
Why would they not be in there? Their quarterback, Jordan Travis, was injured. I can't remember how many weeks ago.
2 weeks back. It was right. 3
now.
Yeah.
2 games. He's been gone for 2 games. It's been 3 weeks. He was injured. And
he like broke his ankle season ending. It was really bad.
Very dramatic, honestly.
And he was like a Heisman contender. It was crazy. And so he missed those games. And then their backup quarterback got injured in the game against Florida and missed the championship game. Mm-hmm. And so they're like down to their 3rd string quarterback. And so that played a huge role, or so we think, in their decision.
What it seems to be is it seems as though the College Football Playoff Committee said, hey, you're not the same team without your quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Regardless if you're undefeated, you can't be in here. Competition needs to match up.
Yeah.
The thing is like we're not used to football being subjective like that. Like, it's usually the score that determines things. You go to the NFL, it's your record.
Yeah, it's your record. It's like how dominant you've been the whole season.
And if you lose later because you're on your 3rd string, you lose. But like,
yeah.
So there is a lot of controversy because it's like, should FSU be there? They're undefeated. And then there are some people that are like, we don't want to see another Georgia TCU matchup, which was that last year too? I don't remember.
It was last year.
Last year.
Where
Georgia stomped on them.
Blew them out.
It was like 65-7 or something, you guys. It was so bad. So people are like, well, the committee's trying to stop that from happening. But other people are like, well, that's not a guarantee.
Yeah. We don't know.
So I think it's important, though, to hear what the starting quarterback said.
Yeah, so the player that's injured, starting quarterback, the Heisman candidate, basically came out on social media and said, devastated, heartbroken, and so much disbelief right now. I wish my leg broke earlier in the season so y'all could see this team is much more than a quarterback. I thought results mattered, 13-0. And this roster matches up across any team in those top 4 rankings. I am so sorry.
He literally said he wished he would have broke his foot sooner. That is like...
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's intense.
He wishes... Is his foot or his leg?
I think it was his ankle.
His ankle. He's basically saying, I wish my season would have ended earlier so that this team would get more respect.
Yeah. And honestly,
I respect that.
Yeah, I respect that too. And like, he's not wrong. Honestly, if he would have probably broken his ankle earlier, they would have probably looked at this team differently because they would have seen more of the team and not just him.
Yeah.
But
that is like the team is the star mentality.
Yeah.
Though. And it's rare for a player to come out and say it that bluntly.
Yeah. And, like, the coach went off about it and said it was, like, a disgrace to college football. Their athletic director came out and, like, went off about it and how, like, he has no respect for the playoff committee and, like, all of this stuff. And things are changing, though, too. And I feel like that might have had a piece of the decision with the playoff committee. They're expanding the playoff to, like, 12. Is it 12?
I think it's 12. I'll
yeah,
check.
12 teams. Instead of
the current 4.
So, like, next season, there's going to be 12 teams in this huge, like, playoff tournament. A little more of a tournament, almost like March Madness kind of.
Yeah, like it's more like an actual bracket. Yeah, it'll be 12 teams. So it'll be like an actual bracket versus like
and
there's
so
basically
I feel like they're like this, they can do whatever they want because next year, like, FSU would be in the playoffs. Easy. There would be no question.
Yeah.
You know? Which is so interesting.
Yeah.
The tea.
I saw a funny TikTok of a guy, I think the night before the college football playoff committee was deciding. Mm-hmm. And there's, like, apparently some phone number you can call. And he was, like, on the phone with this woman. And he's like, will you please tell the committee to consider this? And she's like, we're considering all factors, sir. Like, you can tell she's, like, so annoyed. And he's just, like, going off super late at night. It's it's, like, so funny because it's his girlfriend's perspective. Yeah. Like, y'all, he got him on the phone. And everyone's like, tell him this. Like, it's really funny. I'll have to find it. But anyways.
Oh, my gosh.
People got beef with them.
Yeah, people are upset. And I don't blame them. As a Gator fan, am I a little okay with the fact that FSU's not in the playoffs? Yeah. But I can understand where people are coming from on both sides. Yeah. Because honestly, I want it to be entertaining too. And I don't know if FSU could really pull off, like, they might win, but I don't think it's going to be an entertaining game if they were in the playoffs against some of these teams.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts. Crazy.
That is crazy. Speaking of people being done dirty, I just feel like I'm going to jump to this really quick because I do feel like it fits. We're talking about the college football playoff committee being like, okay. NFL has been called the no fun league before, guys. Yep. And they honestly kind of
are living up to it.
Yep. So there's a whole backstory to this. Have you seen this kid's backstory?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so basically this kid, I don't know how old he is now. I think he's graduated from high school and stuff now.
Yeah.
So basically he
in high school, while he was in high school, he kind of just started this videographer. Just started kind of networking. Making cool hype videos and different things of, like, his athletes and stuff.
And so he kind of started building up his portfolio, and then he just was shooting a shot. And he was in the same place as Tyreek Hill. If you don't know Tyreek Hill, he's such a good wide receiver.
The human cheetah. People like to call him.
Yeah. He's on my fantasy team.
Good.
Anyways, I was like, I literally picked him up first. I was like, hello. But yeah, he's so good. And so basically he was like, hey, like, we're in the same area. Can I make you a video for free? Mm-hmm. He did. Tyreek liked it. They kind of, like, developed this friendship where Tyreek's, like, gotten him passes, like, to the sideline to record and stuff like that.
To practices, to things like that.
Like that. And eventually he kind of was like, okay, like, got an NFL credential.
Yeah. He ended up working for the NFL.
Yeah. Like, from the NFL with the NFL.
Yeah.
So he's working a Dolphins game. Mm-hmm. And he's working it for the NFL, standing on the sideline, recording with his phone, like he's supposed to be doing, getting cell phone video. And Tyreek Hill scores a touchdown in the end zone that he's, like, standing right next to. So Tyreek Hill celebrating. He sees his homie with a cell phone. He goes, grabs the cell phone, does a backflip with it.
Holding the cell phone.
The cell phone. It's such a sick video.
Yeah.
It goes viral. The NFL immediately posts it. Everybody else is, like, posting it. Yeah. Like, this video got so much attention, okay? Mm-hmm. And then later on, we learn that this kid has been suspended.
Yeah. His credential
has been suspended, meaning he, he's the one wearing the credential, can't be on the sidelines.
Can't do his job anymore.
They basically said you're suspended for the rest of the season and probably, like, indefinitely.
Indefinitely, yeah.
And
Tyreek Hill even came out and said, like, I wasn't planned. Like, it was totally my idea.
Yeah.
I just saw it and was like, in the heat of the moment, was like, this would be sick. And I took his phone and I did a backflip.
The reason that he got suspended is because the kid got excited on the sideline.
Yeah.
You're kind of in, like, the media world always taught, like, not to get excited.
Yeah.
So they just basically decided to suspend him.
Because while he was doing the backflip, the kid was in the background, like, freaking out.
Yeah.
As one would in that situation.
100%. So they suspended him. Tyreek also posted on Twitter something. He was like, I would say more, but I don't want to get fined.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, okay. And it's now come out that Tyreek Hill is going to pay for his salary for the year.
Yeah.
To cover it, because now he, like, doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
Here's my thoughts on this. As someone who works in media.
Mm-hmm.
Should he have, like, gotten hyped on the sideline? Like, it's a natural reaction, but, like, from a professional standpoint, yeah, that's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But what the NFL, in my opinion, should have done is been like, hey, man, you got hyped on the sideline. Like, don't do it again.
Yeah, this is your warning.
This is, like, they can literally even be like, this is your one warning.
Yeah.
Don't do it again. He would be like, oh, my gosh, I'll never do it again because I don't want to get suspended.
Yeah.
To me, if he got hyped, like, did you guys tell him? Did you inform him? Or were you just like, oh, here's a credential?
Yeah.
And maybe if you did, like, maybe you didn't make it clear, maybe give him one warning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to me, it was really, like, an extreme act. And also, he's literally, like, he kind of posted to TikTok explaining his story. And he's like, I guess I'll go find a new league to work in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What's crazy, too, is, like, was him getting hyped on the sideline really that detrimental compared to what he gave you, which was a massive video that went viral and probably got your engagement through the roof and helped make your league look even better?
And that's what's
the balance is so off.
That's what's so dirty is you use that video.
Yeah.
It'd be different if you were like, it would still not be cool to completely suspend him, but it'd be different if he did that and then you're like, hey, we're not using that video.
Yeah.
You can't be hyped. You took his video, uploaded it, and then suspended him.
Yeah.
Like, the disrespect is crazy. The
Wild.
reason he got that video is because of the personal relationship he has with Tyreek Hill. There's a reason Tyreek Hill didn't go up to any other rando and do it.
Yeah.
He did it with the kid he had a relationship with, which is why you hired him.
The whole reason you hired him, yeah.
The entire reason.
Yeah.
So to me, that was just like so dirty to use that video and then suspend him.
Yeah.
Like, don't capitalize off this kid.
Not cool. The no fun league.
No fun league. I did not like that.
Speaking of the no fun league, though, something a little fun that happened.
Okay, this was fun. Shout out to our ladies. You know, we love highlighting our women, and I just love seeing I just love when women get attention at NFL games.
Yeah, I think it's so funny.
I know it happens all the time, but I just love it. And this was particularly fun because Taylor Swift was back. She's been gone for a while from Chiefs games. And obviously she was supporting Travis Kelce on the Chiefs. And Simone Biles Owens was supporting her husband, Jonathan Owens.
Who plays for the Packers.
It was a really good game.
Yeah, it was.
It was really
entertaining.
Good.
The Chiefs ended up losing.
The Chiefs ended up losing, and I was like, you know what? I was okay with it.
Yeah, I wasn't mad. Also, it was like Patrick Mahomes' like debut at Lambeau Stadium, which is the Packers stadium. He had never played there, which is so weird to me because he's been in the league for so long. So maybe that like rattled him. I don't know, but anyways, they were like,
I just feel like because the refs have kind of been favoring the Chiefs, I was like, you know what, this is fine.
It's okay.
And there was a no call that everyone freaked out from the Packers, but everyone's kind of saying like it's
making up for
it. Or like there was even called like a late hit on Patrick Mahomes from Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles' husband, and people were like he was out of bounds, whatever. So people think the refs like didn't call a later call to make up for that wrong call. Things get confusing, you guys. Okay? But the point is that Taylor Swift and Simone Biles were there. Just powerful women were there. And I love it because there was a Packers fan.
Yeah. Literally people are like backing Simone Biles as a Packers fan because she's like, I've never seen her into football until she married her husband. Yeah. And now she's like at every game, constantly rooting him on. Like we love to see it. And one of like their diehard Packers fans, he's like a guy that like dresses in a whole costume.
It's crazy.
Like you can't even see his face because it's just like, he's just this whole, anyways. He gave her, I don't know if it was a hat or just a stuffed animal, but he was like, because
she put it on her head.
Yeah, she put it on her head. So that's why I was like, I think it's a hat. But he said, because you're the GOAT, like I made you something, and pulls out this like stuffed animal looking goat with like a little purple jersey on.
It was intense, honestly. It was
like
huge.
Detailed. Yeah, it was like massive.
This massive thing.
Which I just think is so funny and like so great that like they're recognizing like she is a goat in her own respect, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Like she very much like has her own reason to have attention.
Yeah. And I love it. And I love that like the fans are recognizing that, which is just great. We love to see a crossover.
Agreed. I always have to check our camera, guys, because sometimes it stops. So
I saw your face. I was like, I don't know if that was a good or a bad look.
No, we're okay. It was a good look.
Okay,
but I just like literally, we've had some issues. We had some technical issues, so we want to make sure people watching on YouTube are good.
Yes.
But that was all our just little updates for you. Some fun and not so fun little updates.
But should we get to the exciting?
I'm so excited to get to these.
I am too.
As mentioned, because, you know, Taylor Swift Trav's connection, we mentioned it a million times. You guys know about it. This is kind of when his tweets resurface, I think some Swifties
found him.
They went digging.
And we never reacted to it. So
we didn't, because I think it happened like over Thanksgiving break.
Yeah. So
Thanksgiving break. Like we're in high school and college. I wish I had Thanksgiving break.
Same. Because I definitely
you know what I mean?
worked, but when we weren't doing the podcast, it happened.
When we pre-recorded.
Yeah. But this is our chance to. And they are hilarious. There's even some on here that I don't think were on the post that we found that are just hilarious.
We're just going to go back and forth with Travis's, but then we want to read you guys a couple other ones from other athletes that are so funny. Hashtag Chipotle will always be a great choice.
These are just a bunch of Chipotle ones. Should we go through the Chipotle one? There's a...
Should I read all the Chipotle ones?
Read all the
Chipotle ones.
Okay.
Definitely appreciate everyone's birthday wishes from yesterday. Had a kind of rough day, but everything's all good. Think I'm going to go to hashtag Chipotle, though.
Also, these are all in...
These are 2010.
Okay.
I really want some Chipotle now, but a day full of college football it is. I cannot even, like, this is so funny. Who is this man? Watching an old school Bruce Lee movie with some Chipotle in my lap, feeling nice and relaxed before I go study for this exam. You guys, these are all within like 7 months of each other.
Yeah.
He tweets about Chipotle like once a month.
All the time.
I don't know what
and these aren't even all of them.
And at the time, I don't feel like places like, it doesn't say like hashtag ad or something. Like he literally just loves Chipotle.
Yeah. So can we get like that crossover?
Straight up, when is he going to be in a Chipotle commercial?
Seriously. Like, you know, the little Vine, like, oh my gosh, Chipotle is my life. That's him.
Literally.
He's literally that kid. Actually, I don't know, but he loves Chipotle.
He might as well be.
Yeah.
I want to start with the Chipotle ones because those are so
they
funny.
They are really funny. Okay. He's weirdly obsessed.
He is.
Okay. This one I laughed out loud at. I just gave a squirrel a piece of bread and it straight up smashed all of it. I had no idea they ate bread like that. Haha. Hashtag crazy. I'm sorry. What?
Okay, I do think we have to preface. Do you guys remember that social media used to be used like this?
Yeah.
It used to be something you like texted your friend. Yeah. You would post.
Just random thoughts.
Random thoughts.
Yeah.
Like we were all influencers and people wanted to know every single part of our day.
Yeah.
That's how social media was.
Yeah. And it's just...
Clearly. Nobody cares about the squirrel, Travis.
No one. But like, are you kidding me?
This is so funny.
Yeah. Anyways, also his spelling is a little rough.
Oh my gosh.
Please read the next one.
I know. I don't even... About to go goat cart racing. Haha. Hope I fit in the car.
Goat. Instead of go-kart, he said goat. Like as in the animal.
About to go goat cart racing.
Yeah.
What? I'm confused because you didn't even mess up letters. You just added some.
Yeah.
Here's my question. What if he really thought it was goat cart racing?
At least he's good at football, man. He doesn't need to spell to do that.
I hope he fit in the car.
Me too.
I hope he fit in the car.
Because he's a big man. So
he's a big old man. Yep.
Who knows? This last one.
Speaking of spelling, go ahead, Sarah.
Such a nice day out as I stare from my math class, SMH, hashtag must be nice.
Stare is spelled STAIR.
As in the stairs you walk up and down.
Sir.
It's okay.
You need to be in English class, not math class, okay?
That part, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so funny.
When this surfaced, though, when Travis Kelce's tweet surfaced, there was one person I thought of.
Who?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
The Greek freak. Giannis. He is so funny.
He plays for the NBA.
He's an NBA player. He plays for the Bucks. Yeah. And he's hilarious. Like, he always says funny things.
He's also, like, language barrier. He has a very strong accent.
Yes,
so,
very
like,
thick.
Where Travis doesn't really have room to mess up
Travis has
words.
No excuse. He was literally born in this country.
Yeah. Whereas Giannis might.
But he's always been, like, just really funny in the way he goes about it and, like, laughs at himself.
Yeah.
And, like, he's so funny. So when this happened, this tweet came into my mind.
Yeah.
He just goes, I just ate for the first time a smoothie. All caps. Man, God bless America. Bless you face emoji. That
so funny.
That's an NBA player.
Yeah.
And that one, I should search when that one was. Because I don't think it was quite 2010, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I mean, I don't know how long. I'm trying to think.
Twitter's been around a long time.
Twitter has been around a long time, but I am trying to think when Giannis
got on it.
Yeah. Like, and just, he was like, God bless America. I'm assuming he's in America.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he's been in America for.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's not searching.
Oh, really?
Giannis. Sometimes I literally.
Should I find it?
Giannis smoothie tweet. The internet will pull through. It was in 2014.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Love that.
That is iconic.
God bless America, guys.
God bless America.
The next one's also really funny.
Another NBA player.
Joel Embiid. This happened in 2018. I looked it up. He really, speaking of shooting your shot with Travis, he tried to shoot a shot. I don't think it landed. But he goes, babe, are you single or nah? ? At Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Like.
Literally Rihanna.
Rihanna. Like, man, you really did that. But, like, also you could have said that in such a, like, cuter way. Are you single or not? You know?
Yeah. We know that, guys, we know that didn't end up panning out for him.
No, it didn't. 2018, it's been a minute.
The fact, though, that it's still up.
Yeah. He didn't delete it. He just owned it.
Yeah. One more from an NBA player.
Yep.
Blake Griffin. Accidentally hit a squirrel yesterday in my car. Feel so guilty I could barely sleep. This is so sad. But so funny.
Yeah.
Because the fact that he's not even like he's posting it after he literally couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Like, people would literally just put their thoughts out on the internet.
Really, yeah. Literally, anytime they were feeling something, they were tweeting it.
Anytime you felt any type of way about literally anything.
Yeah.
Which brings Sarah and I to our tweets. I would like to start with the fact that for whatever reason, I'll just start off really quick.
Yes.
Multiple times when I went back and looked at my statuses, I would have statuses that literally said, la 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 la. Happy face.
What?
I don't know. I can't make this up.
Okay, I never heard anything like that. Kiki, oh my gosh.
I told you guys.
Really, whatever was going on in Kiki's head, that's, if you wonder, like, have you ever wondered what's going inside their head? La 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 la.
Literally.
La, la, la.
Why? Multiple times.
That's so
guys,
funny.
I'm so embarrassed. This is why I said we are exposing ourselves.
Yeah, we really are.
I don't know why. I don't know if I thought that was, like, cute or if I literally walked around saying that, but that's where I was at in life in, like, 2010, so.
Love that. This is in 2013. Sarah was, like, a little bit boy obsessed.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
So I forgot how good the movie The Lucky One is, with 3 exclamation points and 2 red hearts. Zac Efron is so perfect with another 3 exclamation points. And then I tagged one of my friends who was also boy crazy.
Yeah, you would always like tag your friends in statuses if they did it with you or their boy crazy. Also wrong.
I mean, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. He is pretty perfect. But like, did I need to send that out into the world? Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay. This is from 2011. Keeksters. I just can't decide which one I like better.
Is this for like nicknames?
I guess. I don't know.
Neither.
Like,
isn't Kiki a nickname enough?
I get Keeks a lot.
Keeks is cute.
I get Keeks a lot. I have been called like Keekster by like my family and like people growing up, but I don't know where this came from.
Yeah.
I don't know why, and I don't think anybody commented on that, to be clear. Maybe one or two people.
Okay, so for context, it's a picture of me standing in the ocean, like from the back of me. There's a shadow, so it's just like my silhouette, okay? Leaning against like the pole of the pier. I'm giving all the context. Okay.
I can picture
Can you picture that? Okay. This is the caption. Wave after wave, wave after wave, I'm slowly drifting.
Shut up, Sarah.
Like the song?
Like the song, yes.
Literally, I was like, oh my gosh, this would make such a great caption. And it's, anyways.
That is actually so funny. Okay, do you remember how, there's like quizzes that you would take on Facebook and stuff?
Yes.
I came across one, it was like, how gangster is your name? I don't know why I took that quiz, but I did. I also took one that was like Twilight themed.
Oh my gosh.
This was my caption with it. It's true, I'm a genius when it comes to Twilight, new moon, and eclipse. Do you want to know how I spell genius?
Go ahead. How did you spell it?
Ginius. With G-I.
Super smart, Kiki.
I should not spell... What? Don't spell genius if you don't know how to.
Also,
that's the
don't
opposite.
call yourself a genius and then spell genius wrong.
I know.
That's funny.
It's a hard word.
That's funny. Okay, I've talked about how I used to watch a lot of soccer on here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is 2013 again. I think I have an addiction, ... After I finish a 2-hour game I'm watching right now, I will have watched 6.5 hours of soccer in one day with 5 exclamation points.
I have a ton of exclamation points. I also have, I feel like I did like the backwards smiley face or like I'd add letters.
Yeah.
6 hours of soccer though, Sarah.
Yeah, I had an addiction.
You weren't kidding.
Yeah.
I think you said that last episode.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm trying to, honestly, I screenshotted
so many.
A bunch. This is so embarrassing. I posted this in 2013 and I really need some context. On Twitter. I remember, so this is not, for context, I came up and was visiting my sister in college.
Yeah.
In Utah. She was at BYU. I just said, picking up random guys in the streets of Utah with crying laughing emojis. I just tweeted that.
You just wanted to show people how wild you were, how spontaneous you were.
I'm like, okay, sketch.
But also, like, concerning.
Like, dangerous. Like,
you're stranger danger.
Yeah. Like, all right, well, you're 17, so.
That's great. Another one I have. This just shows a little bit of age, too. I had a normal phone, like a slide phone.
Yes.
With, like, the type
keyboard.
Gosh. Okay.
Don't I remember.
So, I went on a walk with one of my friends. This chica thinks she's so cool with her flip phone. And it's a video of us, because we lived close to each other. And it's a video of her, like, dramatically opening her phone, being like, hello? Okay, gotta go, bye. And she, like, closes her phone aggressively and, like, runs off. Also, why did this wasn't the only one. I didn't screenshot all of them.
You found a pattern.
But I called people chica all the time. Like my friends, I called them chica in like everything. Anytime I referred to them.
That was a trend.
I was like, why?
I did find one where I posted one of my friend and I was like, this silly chica.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know.
How did it become a trend?
I don't know. I wonder if people who speak Spanish are like, these idiots.
Yeah, these idiots.
They
Seriously.
would be correct.
Yeah.
Like chica and girly and like those, that was a thing.
Yeah, girly. Yep.
Yep. I don't even know. Facebook. I'm so bored. Text me with my phone number.
With your phone number?
Yeah. Not unless
you're reaction. Because I'm sorry, I was not. Because I was about to say same. I had random ones where I'd be like, you know, because you could add like a feeling. It would be like, Sarah, I'm feeling bored. I would do that, but I wouldn't put I would say bored. Someone text me, but I wouldn't put my phone number.
I know I was on private, but still, that is not safe to be putting on the internet.
Don't do that.
It is. Don't do that. That's the whole point of me saying it. That's why it's wild, because I did that. Literally, luckily, that's not my phone number anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, happy face. We'll never know if people texted me.
Did you ever do the like truth is or like if you want
me to write on your wall something nice about you on your wall? Yeah, I screenshotted one of those because I did do that.
I just saw a million of them. I didn't go through all of them.
That's so funny.
That was another trend. That was like
they'd be like, comment on this post if you want a truth is about you. And then Sarah would like comment on, obviously not, but hypothetically Sarah would be like do one for me, and I'd be like, truth is you're one of my best friends and I love doing the podcast with you. Can't wait to see you at school tomorrow. Like it would literally be something like that.
Yeah. Or like, did you ever do the rate me ones? People would be like,
oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
It was like a whole fad.
It was a thing.
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember getting those texts that was like, forward this or like you'll die?
Yes.
Those were crazy.
Yeah.
And we should not have
Do you also remember Kik?
Yes.
Like, it was a messaging
application. Don't think I had one, but everybody did.
Yeah, it was. Why? What's the difference?
Do you remember? There was crazy things, though, for real. Like, Snapchat, you could see people's best friends.
Yeah.
That was tea.
Mm-hmm.
MySpace, you listed your best friends and you ranked them on your profile.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm older than you, so you probably didn't have that.
I did not have MySpace. I remember my sister trying to fight my parents to get a MySpace.
I was very young to have MySpace, but I mean, I ended up working in social media. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
Then again, I also ended up writing captions for a living, and I used to write la 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 la. So
it's true. Caption writing is an art, and
it
shows how much you've grown. That would be funny.
True, most improved.
Yeah,
like genuinely. There's one more. This one is more recent. Okay, It's from 2018, and I stand by this one.
Okay.
At Drake, please tell everyone it's K-I-K-I, not K-E-K-E. Thanks, boo.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that whole thing.
Come on.
And working with you, it was like everyone's like way to like hit on you.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not original, bro.
You're not. Literally. The way I still get it probably like once a week.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm
Kiki,
so sorry.
do you love me?
I will say, when I hear the song, who do I immediately think of?
Yeah,
then I feel bad.
It's not possible to think of anybody else. Yeah.
It happens. Hey.
Honestly, I could have done this for hours.
Yeah, same. I could have scrolled more and found more.
Yeah.
But, man, that was fun. Little trip down memory lane. So if you want a good laugh, scroll back.
Scroll back on your Twitter. Also on Facebook, you can filter them. Did you figure out how to filter them? Yeah, so you can like just pick a year and go through them. You'll be very entertained.
It's crazy. Anyways, so hope you laughed just as much as we did at ourselves.
Yeah. Or you cringed. And honestly, same.
Yeah.
Because we also cringed at ourselves. Guys, thanks for going down memory lane with us, with Travis Kelce, with athletes.
With the NBA players. NBA players are unhinged.
Yeah, truly unhinged.
That's what I learned.
Yeah. No, it's so funny though. And also, again, just appreciate everyone who listened and put it on their Spotify Wrapped. If you guys, you're our favorites. If you want to leave us a review, we would love it. It helps literally so much, whatever platform you're on. It means a lot to us. But that's all we have on Calling
the Shots.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.